So we will start inshallah. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So we'll be learning 3 ayats of Surah Ghafir, ayat number 60, 61 and 62. So inshallah we'll do a simple translation first and then we'll go into details. The ayat number 60 starts with Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Waqala rabbukum. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing and saying, and your Lord has said, Ud'uni, call me or make dua to me. Astajib lakum, I will respond to you. I'll respond to your dua or call. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions about those people who show arrogance. Innal ladina, indeed those people, yastakbiruna, who do arrogance or who show arrogance, an ibadati, towards my worship, which means they don't want to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala out of arrogance. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions what will be the end of such people. Sayadkhuluna, soon they will enter Jahannama, in the hell, Dakhirin, in a state that they will be disgraced, humiliated. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses the mankind about some things. Allahul ladhi, Allah is the one, He is it. Ja'ala, He has made lakum, for you, for all the mankind, al-layla, the night, litaskunu fihi, so you may get rest in the night, you may sleep and you get fresh. Wan-nahara, and He has made the daytime, mubsira, for seeing, so you can see and do the worldly things. Inna Allaha, indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ladhu fadlin, is the one who gives the bounty or fadl, ala nasi, upon the mankind. Walakinna, but aksaran nasi, most of the people, la yashkurun, they do not thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah further says in the last ayat, 62, Dhalikumullahu Rabbukum, this is who your Lord is, your Lord Rabb is. Khaliqu kulli shay'in, He is the creator of everything. La ilaha, there is no one, there is no deity, there is no other God, illahu, except Him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states the state of a mind of people by saying, فَأَنَّا تُؤْفَكُونَ, so after hearing all these things, where are you turning away, where are you going? You don't pay attention towards your Lord, your Creator. So those are the simple meanings of the ayats. So inshallah we'll go in the beginning and do a breakdown. The words are common, but the combination makes a difference here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts the ayat number 60 by saying, Waqala rabbukum. Even though the verse is a direct from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Himself by saying, Waqala rabbukum. Here just I want to point out one thing, the words are very common. When you have a verbal statement, qala, and the meaning of that is a third person in a grammatical sense, he, and if past tense said. Va means and, so that's a separate thing. So here, when you look at this word, this third person pronoun he is unknown. But then you have to look either a word before or after that, and the word before is Rabbun and is combined with the word kum. And kum is pointing to all the mankind, all the human being. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing by saying you, all the mankind, with the word combined with that is Rabbun. So when you combine that, it will become Rabbukum, your Lord. Okay. So here, the thing I want to point out is that the word is your and Lord. So now you have a reference for the word Qala. So what you do when you have a noun here, then you replace he, third person pronoun, by the Lord. So translation will be, and your Lord said, not that he said your Lord, but your Lord said. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing the mankind that I am your Lord and I'm saying something to you. I have said something to you. And what is that? The next two words are telling what is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord, is saying here. The words are, first word if I separately pronounce is ud'uni, and second one is astajib. But in the recitation it will be pronounced differently, but let's first understand the words. The root letters is dal and waw, and the word dua is from there. So this word has several meanings. This means to call or to supplicate, to make dua. So if you just first take the meaning to call, okay. Now this word, the word in the Quran is, if I pronounce separately, is ud'uni. So what is that making from this root letters dal, ayn and waw? The rule is that if I have three letters, fa and lam, fala, and the meaning of is to do something. And if I'm making a command is I'm telling someone do something. The rule for that is we just add an alif in the beginning and pronounce alif with a kasra. That will keep changing, but the important thing is that last letter has a sukoon. If I pronounce fa'ala with these changes, this becomes a command, order. Someone is telling someone, do something. So I'm going to apply this rule with some variation on these three letters. First thing to notice is that every three letters in Arabic language, the middle letter can have, which is in this case ayn. When you make a grammar, it can carry a fatha or a dhamma or a kasra, zair, zabar, pesh, either of those, and we have to learn from the dictionary. In this case, the middle letter carries a dhamma or a pesh to begin with. Now we have to use these three letters to make a grammar of call, which is a command. Okay. So rule is that we apply an alif in the beginning, and then they take the three letters. Okay. And first letter, because of this middle letter dhamma, will carry dhamma on the alif. So it will be udu, u. Last letter should have a sukoon. This is the command. If you're telling someone call, supplicate, make dua, you will say udu'u. But now few things will change in the beginning, starting from this beginning. Okay, so that is the simplest thing. Now, this is a one person command. You are telling one person call. But if you have many people and you are telling many people call, all of you call, then a vow is added. It's called vow of a jama or plural. So now you have two vows and both of them have sukoon. You cannot pronounce two sukoons together. So you throw away one vaw there and you pronounce ud'u. It's a plural, telling all of you call. Then we are going to add a letter ya. The letter ya means me, and me is pointing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now we add a noon. It's called a noon of a waqaya, noon of a separation. It separates. This is a verb and this is a pronoun. Just to make sure they are two separate words, we add a noon. It's called noon of separation. So the word becomes ud'uni. All of you call me. So that is the word in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, ud'uni, call me, make dua to me, supplicate to me. Okay. Now when you are reading together, then you read Rabbukum ud'uni. You don't pronounce this alif in the middle. Rabbukum ud'uni. Your Lord has said, call me, make dua to me, supplicate to me. So this is a command coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching the mankind by ordering him that make dua to me, submit to me, call me all the time if you have a need or if you don't have a need. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that if you called me, what is that I'm going to do? So a response is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is a rule for that. I want to briefly point out the rule. First of all, let's take the word. The word starts with Jim, Waw, and Ba. This is the root letters, and we know a word out of that, Jawab. Jawab means a reply. Okay? But that's the beginning of these three root letters. We are going to make a bigger word. These are three letters, so they belong to the group Fa'ala. We are going to add three letters in the beginning, Alif, Sin, and Ta. So this makes Istafala, like Ghafara, Istaghfara. So when you combine Ist with these three letters, this will become Istajaba. Okay. Waw becomes the sound of Alif, so we replace by the Alif, so it becomes Istajaba. Istajaba means to respond. If someone is calling you and you respond to that person, that is the word istajaba. Like ghafara and istaghfara. Ghafara means to forgive. Istaghfara means to asking the forgiveness. So ist brings different kinds of meanings in the beginning. In these three letters, istajaba means someone is calling you and you are replying that person or you are responding to that person. The word istajaba is used for that. Istajaba. So now, this word is the beginning point. Okay. Now what happens is that if we make a grammar of this word and fa'ala are the root letters, okay, and if you make the grammar fa'alu, okay, that means someone did something. So we are going to apply that rule here on this thing. So istajaba, I'm just going to write first and then explain that. If I put a sound like that, istajibu, istajibu means you call or he calls, whatever the meaning are that, but that is going to change here. This particular word, when we change always the last letter dhamma to a sukoon, this formation is called jawab-e-shart. A shart or a talab. Someone is asking you to do something. You are responding to that. So this combination is called talab and jawab-e-talab, shart or jawab-e-shart. Udu, you call me. Then in the parentheses, the sentence will be, if you called me, then I will respond to you. Otherwise, I will not respond. So when we make a grammar of combination of that, is called talab or jawab-e-talab, shart or jawab-e-shart. And to represent that, with this last letter has to be changed into a sukoon. As soon as you change the last letter in a sukoon, it becomes a response or a jawab-e-shart or jawab-e-talab, which means in the parentheses you have to understand the full sentence will be, if you called me, then I will respond. So instead of all those things in the parentheses, we just replace the last letter by a sukoon, and this becomes the jawab-e-shart. Ud'uni, you call me. If you called me, then I will respond. So this whole thing with the sukoon is bringing that entire explanation. Astajib is actually astajib. Okay. So ud'uni astajib lakum. Lakum means to you. Call me. If you called me, then I will respond. If you don't make dua to me, I don't care. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching the mankind that make dua, keep making dua to me, keep calling me, keep supplicating to me. Whenever you do that, I'm promising to you that I will reply to your call, I will reply to your dua, and will fulfill your needs based on what I will think is best for you. So that is the statement from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because I went into little bit details in this one, because we should not stop making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even sometimes we feel that we are not getting a response. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving something different or something better, and He knows what is good for you. So He will be fulfilling your dua, but some response will be from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So don't stop making dua if you are in need about anything. So astajib lakum is a promise from Allah, I will reply to your dua. Then Allah says that some people who have arrogance in them, what is that they are doing? Inna lazina yastakbiruna. Indeed those people. The word yastakbiruna is start from kaf, ba and ra. Kabara means to be big. But when we add the three letters ist in the beginning of these letters, it becomes istakbara. Istakbara means to show arrogance. Istakbar means arrogance. So those people who have arrogance in their hearts, they are the ones who show istakbar. When you put a ya in the beginning, it becomes the grammar of third person. Vuna is plural. So yastakbiruna, those people who have arrogance, who show arrogance. Arrogance about what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is using the word abada. Abada means to worship. Okay. The noun is ibadatun. We say ibadat when we stop, but the full word is with the two dhammas here, two ta marbuta and two dhammas. This is ibadatun. Ibadatun, when we say stop, we say ibadat. Ibadatun means worshipping or worship actually. Then you add a ya here, that means me. So when you combine these two as mudaf mudaf, this becomes ibadati, my worship. An means from or about. So they are arrogant about worshipping me. They don't want to worship me, they want to worship whatever they want to worship. And so this is the arrogance in their hearts. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, those people who do not want to worship me out of the arrogance which they have, what will happen to them. Sayadkhuluna. Here, couple things briefly I want to point out that dakhala means to enter, and ya in the beginning and huna at the end brings the meaning of they and present tense or future tense. So yadkhuluna means they enter or they will enter. But when we put a seen in the beginning, this seen brings the meaning of two things, soon and future. So the meaning will be soon they will enter. Okay. Yadkhuluna is the word, but seen is adding more features in there. Soon, in the near future, they will enter. What they will enter? The word, actual word is Jahannamo. The full word has a dhamma at the end. Jahannamo. Okay. This word is being used as a maf'ul of yadkhuluna. Work is being done. People are going into Jahannam. So when that happens, we change this last dhamma to a fataha as to represent that this is a maf'ul. Jahannam is being used. Jahannam is not doing anything to make the people enter. So it becomes Jahannama. In English, meaning does not change. It remains as hell. But in Arabic, it represents additional information that this is an object or maf'ul. Then the word Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after that is using dakhirin. Let's understand that word. If you have three letters, fa and n and lam, fa'ala, if you put an alif, the very first thing it becomes a doer. So it becomes fa'ilun. Fa'ilun is a person who is doing something. Okay. Now there is a rule that if I have a word before that and the word is, let's see, in English I write down I came, and then the word is fa'ilun after that. So meaning will be, I am the doer here. I came here while I was doing something. So this fa'ilun will become a condition of hal. Hal means I'm in the state of doing that thing. It's called naat or hal. So when a word is used as a hal, it changes two dhammas to two fathas. So it becomes fa'ilan, not fa'ilun anymore. Meaning will be the same thing. I entered the room or a child came in laughing. So the state of the child is hal. And when the word is used as a hal, then it goes into the state of two fathas. Now, if this is a singular person, the plural of that is fa'iluna. We add a wuna like muslimuna to make the plural fa'iluna. Now, when there are many people who are entering, not one person, and they are doing something, to represent their hal, in the singular we add two fathas, in the plural we change waw to a ya. So it becomes fa'ilina. Okay, that's a rule of how hal is defined, singular versus plural. Now we're going to apply that on those three letters, this rule, dal, kha and ra, dakhara. Dakhara means to be insulted, okay, to be humiliated. Someone which is going to be disgraced or humiliated, this word is used for that. A file will be dakhirun. Dakhirun is a person. Important thing is that when we make the first time, it is fa'ilun, dakhirun. Two dhammas here. Dakhirun is a person who is being humiliated, disgraced, insulted. Okay? Its plural will be dakhiruna, just like fa'iluna. Okay? Now, people are entering into the Jahannam in the state of a disgrace, in the state of humiliation, in the state of insult. So this is their hal. When this word will be used as a hal, dakhiruna will change to dakhirina. Just like fa'iluna, I explained, changes to fa'iluna. So that's the word in the Quran. Those people who are doing the takabbur, arrogance, towards worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sayadkhuluna, soon they will be entered, or they will enter Jahannama, in the hellfire, but their state will be that it is not that they will be simply sent in there, but they will be humiliated, disgraced, insulted by whoever, angels and other people, but the state will be very disgraced. Then Allah says, Allahu ladhi ja'ala lakumul layla. Here, Allah is it, or Allah it is. So it is emphasis that you are mentioning about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealing this and teaching us that it is Allah. Allazi after that is pointing out that it is only Allah. Emphasis. Ja'ala. Now two things says Ja'ala has many meanings, but here the meaning is to make. So Ja'ala, he made. Now the word is he made, but Allah is there, so we don't have to use he. Meaning will be Allah is the one who made, or Allah made. Lakum, for all of you. Kum means you all, human beings, and la means for. Then the word is laylun. Begin is laylun means night. Important thing is that things keep changing. Laylun is the night. You put al before that. It becomes al-laylu. Al-laylu means the night. But this word is coming as a maf'ul, is being made. Ja'ala. So when a word becomes object, then last letter changes to a fatah. So Ja'ala, he made. Then you read together lakum and al-layla. When you read them together, you do not pronounce this alif in the middle. It becomes hamzatul wasl, and pronunciation will be Ja'ala lakumul layla. If you're teaching and you're learning, you can say separately lakum al-layla. But in the qiraat, it is lakumul layla. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning the purpose, one reason of the night that comes every day and every night. Litasukunu fihi. So sakana are the root letters. Sakana means to have sukoon, to have a peace. This is commonly known words. Sukoon is peace of the mind, peace of the heart, peace of the body. Sakana. So taf'alu means you do. When you put a ta in the beginning, it brings the meaning of you, single person. Okay. Taf'alu. So this will become taskunu. Kaf carries a dhamma. Taskunu, you're telling one person you rest, or you can get sukoon. Taskunu. Okay. Now you add a vav, it makes a plural, and we add a noon like tafaluna. Okay. So this becomes taskununa. So this becomes you all, plural, get rest. So that will be the first meaning. Taskununa means you all get rest. Important thing is that Full word is taskununa. Now we are adding a letter lam. What is lam here? Lam with a kasra. This is called lam take. Take in Urdu also means so that. So it becomes that you are bringing a condition, a reason, so that you may get rest. Taskununa means you get rest. Li will do two things. It will bring the meaning of so that, which means something is done as a result of that. And when lam take is used, it kills this noon arabi, last one, and just adds an alif which is not recited, which is written. So litaskunu, so that's the word is in the Quran. So that you may get rest is a result of making the night. He made the night for you so that take you may become restful, or you can get rest. So that is the formation, that the original word is taf'aluna, you do, taskununa, but then lam take is going to make this following change. That's what's in the Quran. Fihi, in it, in the night. So you may get rest in the night. Again, one thing I forgot, that you may add a may in there. Litaskunu, you take, you may get rest in there. So its possibility is being defined by putting the lam take or lam with the kasra before that. Fihi, in the night. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning the word nahara, or the root letters. Naharun means a day, and it can be written both way with this kind of ha and or the other ha. Naharun. Naharun means day. Again, you do the same thing. You put al, but this time noon will kill the sound of lam, so it will be an-naharu, the day. Then you apply the same ja'ala before that. He made, and then naharo will change to nahara. So waw in between is bringing the meaning of ja'ala to nahar also. So you read together, one nahara, and he made the day. Day for what? There is a word being mentioned. Basara are the root letters. Okay. Basara, you can see basirat or basarat. There are many words for this basara. These are three letters, but we are going to make, these are fa'ala. We are going to make alif, add in there, pa be afala. So this word becomes absara. Absara means to make someone see. Basara, you see, or you have vision. Absara, you are making someone see. Now, we have a rule that we have been using and learning, is that if you have three letters, sin, lam, mim, and you make four letters by adding alif in the beginning, it becomes aslama. Aslama, to submit. A person who submits is made by adding a mim in the beginning and pronouncing muslimun. Muslimun. Muslimun is a person who submits. So apply this rule on these four letters here. So you put a mim in the beginning, ba, swad, and ra, and put the same harakat. It becomes mubsirun. Mubsirun is a person or an object or something which becomes or is made bright so it could be seen. Okay, mubsirun with the two dhamma. But this mubsirun is becoming as a maf'ul again of ja'ala. So, or it can be a sifat of an-nahar. You can also use that. So when a sifat is made, it changes to two fathas also. In either case, it becomes mubsiran. Meaning does not change. Something that helps you seeing. So nahar, Allah made the day so you can see things in the daytime. Observe them, do other things in the daytime. Okay. Then Allah says, Inna Allaha ladu fadlin ala nasi. Common words, but I just want to point out the word ladu. Lam, Dal, and Waw. These are the words. Lazu. This lam is called lam taqeed or emphasize. So its meaning is surely. Then this word zu is left. Zu has meaning. In Urdu, you can translate wala. Okay. Zul Jalal. Jalal wala. Zu means owner or possessor of that thing. Okay. So that is the meaning of zu. Okay. This word is being used with fadlun. Okay. So actual word is fadlun. Fadlun means fadl, bounty. Important thing is that it has two dhammas on it. Separately, it's a fadlun and this is dhu. Now, you put off in between, mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Combine these two words together. The meaning will be fadl wala. Wala is the one who gives the bounty, who distributes the bounties. Okay. So when you combine that, this one already is dhu, so it won't change. This one will change to two kasras because of the mudaf ilayh. Zu fadlin, fadl wala, bounty wala, owner of bounty. But lam is emphasizing definitely, without any doubt, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who does all the bounties, mercies, and everything else. Alan nasi. Allah means upon. The word is an-naso. An-naso means the mankind. But Allah is a harfijar, so it will make alan nasi.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Then the word after that is walakinna. Walakinna we discussed in details last time. But, okay, aksaran nasi. Most of the people, we did this word also last time. La yashkurun, they do not thank.
Your voice is on. Can you say something?
Hold on. Oh.
Can you speak?
I'm just hold on. I'm trying to unmute it.
Now it's good.
Can you hear now? Hello?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So, walakinna aksaran nasi la yashkurun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allah is the one who spreads His bounties upon the mankind. But most of the people, aksara, last time we discussed, is a superlative degree. Most of the mankind, la yashkurun, are not thankful. They do not give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's greatness continues in the next ayat. Zalikumullahu. Here, the word zalika, za, li, and ka. These are three parts. Zalika is a isme ishara. Isme ishara is pointing and telling you, you are the listener, that it is that. Zalikal kitab. Okay. But meme is called meme jama'a. So zalikum, kum means you all. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling that, O the mankind, kum, you all, He is. It's a pointing to someone. Who is He? Allah. Allah is the one. He is the one. That is the one Allah which has all these qualities. He is who? Rabbukum. He is your Lord. Okay. Now after that, there are three words which are coming together. Khaliqu kulli shay'in. Separately they are different, but when you combine them, the tajweed and the Arab changes on that. First word is khalaqa. Khalaqa means to create. So the doer or the noun you make first time always will have two pesh or two dhammas at the end. So word is khaliqun. Khaliqun means creator. This is also written with this way, which is okay, both are acceptable writings. Khaliqun. It's a short alif or a long alif. It's different scripts, but they both have the same meanings. Word is khaliqun. Khaliqun means creator. Just the creator. Okay. Then next word, full word is shay'un, with the two dhammas always at the end. Shay'un means thing. But before that there's a word kullun. Kullun means each and all. So the full word is again kullun, all. Then the third word beginning is shay'un. Shay'un is the word means thing. So separately these are the three words. Now we are going to combine these. First combination is you put an of here. Of all things. Okay. When you do that by mudaf mudafileh, first word loses one dhamma, so it becomes kullu. Second one, both pesh goes to both zairs or kasras. So combined word is kullu shay'in, means of all things. Then you put another of between the first and the second word. And you combine these two by putting an of. The rule is that on the first word, one dhamma goes away. And the second one, this dhamma or pesh goes to a kasra. So it becomes khaliqu kulli. So when you read them together, everyone has changed now because of the combination. Creator of all things. Khaliqu kulli shay'in. Okay. Beginning was very different, but as soon as you start combining them, things change. Meaning is still in English same. Creator of all things. Then again the word is very common. La ilaha. Just want to point out that one more time that the word is ilahun. Ilahun means a deity or a god. Again the two dhammas, ilahun. But la has a characteristic. La means not. La kills both of these dhammas or pesh and changes into one fataha or zabar. So the word become itself is ilahun, but la will change. La ilaha, no deity. Okay. And again, because this is a hamza here, hamza will force this to be pronounced with a long mad. La ilaha, no deity, no other God, illa, except Hova. Hova means he. And he is pointing to either Allah or Rabbukum or Khaliqun. There is no one as a deity except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah in the last two words points out to the state of mind of mankind by saying فَأَنَّا تُوفَكُونَ. Okay, couple things I want to point out. जैसे उर्दू में कहते हैं ना, कहाँ चले जा रहे हो? Where are you lost? Where have you gone? Where have you turned away? So it's a state of sympathy or a state of shock that I have been telling you so much for so many days and you keep going your way. So where is, huh? فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ. Yeah. That's another meaning. तुम कहाँ चले जा रहे हो? فَأَنَّا تُؤْفَكُونَ is the similar meaning. So fa means so or then. Anna means how. So Allah is saying, so how? Then root letters are alif, fa, and ka. And this alif has a hamza. Okay. Simple rule. Afaka means to turn away, to go away. Okay. Now we are going to put a ta in the beginning, which brings the meaning of you. And vuna is a plural. So this word becomes, wow is just sitting as a chair. So if I combine, this will be, ta will be combined with hamza. Tu, fa, kuna. When you stop, you say tu'fakun. Okay. But important thing is that this wow is added there as a chair. So you don't pronounce the wow. Don't say tu. Tu. Ta with a combination with hamza will be tu. Fakuna, when you stop, is tufakun. Where are you going? How is it that you keep going in what direction? You're turning away. After that, Allah says, I have explained so much to you about myself. You still don't understand. You still don't believe what's happening to your mind. Where are you going? Go away. So that is the state Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling of the mind of mankind. That's how they behave. That's how they react. That they see the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They hear all this time. But they go away their way, the way they want to do it. So inshallah we'll stop here. The words are very common, but it is the combination of the words which is important, brings the meanings in that. Sadaqallahul Azim.